we
Gentlemen, my name is Jarkiie and welcome back to another Rocket League video. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about 5 things that I think Psyonix should add into Rocket League. Now I know a lot of other YouTubers have done this video, but I've come up with 5 of my own ideas. If other YouTubers have done this, I have not taken them from their video, so even if they've already been done, I came up with them, and maybe great minds just think alike. Okay, so the first thing that I think would be very helpful to have added to Rocket League would be having a second or even a third car in training. Because as you can see right here, when we're creating a new sequence, let's say we're trying to do a save. Well, you can't really add in another car. Like, you can't show what it would be like having another car in here, because in a real game, you're most likely not going to have a save with the balls just floating towards you. There's usually going to be somebody like freestyling behind it or, you know, bumping you out of the way, and you can't really simulate that in training. So I think that would be a really cool thing to add, and it would just make it a lot more realistic and a lot more helpful. Okay, so one other thing that I think would be really cool to have in Rocket League would be like a competitive Rumble game mode or a competitive demo game mode. Now the demo one would, I think, would be really cool. The Rumble one would just be like really nice and relaxed, and like it wouldn't be as triggering as regular competitive. But the competitive demo game mode I think would be a little bit more competitive, but it would be like loads of fun. So what I was thinking was there could be like no walls, or at least if there were walls you couldn't climb them, because that would make it way too hard to get demos. And even maybe if there was like you couldn't fly or anything, so just because you like couldn't get away or anything like that, and you would get like points for demos, etc. And I think adding on to that, you could even get points for demos in regular games, because, you know, like when you get that tactical demo play that just totally calculates the goal and triggers the opponent, I think you deserve, you know, 10 points for that, because you calculated it, you practiced it. Well, you probably didn't practice it because there's no other cars in training, Psyonix. But yeah, so I think that would be really fun. And you could even add like Rumble into that. Like you could add a Rumble aspect to the demo game mode, where like you could maybe get a power up that slows down your opponent to make them easier to demo and stuff like that. So yeah, that would be the competitive demo or Rumble game mode. Okay, so the next thing I think Psyonix should add into Rocket League is being able to have music like in-game, so that you don't just have to, while you're sitting in-game, I mean, for us PS4 users it's a little easier because we have Spotify on the PS4, but especially for like PC players, you don't have to just be sitting there in the game listening to your slime boost just like pooping all over your screen. You know, it's pretty disgusting, I gotta admit. So I think just having music like in-game would be a nice little addition, kind of keep people from getting bored. And especially with that new Monster Cat soundtrack coming out, maybe have like the old soundtrack as the in-game music and the Monster Cat as like the menu music. And before any of you roast me in the comment section, yes, my car is supposed to look like a garbage can. Okay, so the next thing that I think would be really cool to have in Rocket League would be a button that you could use to like customize your FOV. So like, if let's say I'm in the middle of the game and I feel like I just don't have the right FOV, but I don't want to take a break from the game to like actually change it, I could just hold down that left stick right there and get myself the Quake Pro view of the field. So, and adding on to that, I think it would be kind of nice if you could have like an option where you could access the garage directly from the end game menu. So that way when you get like that sick gizmo, you don't have to wait the 4,569 years it takes to go all the way back to the main menu and equip that gizmo. You could just go straight from the game and equip the gizmo, if I could actually find it, like that. Just equip that gizmo right away, maybe throw that, let's see, tech decal on there. So you could have the new card that will get you everything you need to win your next game. And hopefully your doubles partner doesn't just decide to join a random game as you're equipping the gizmo, so then you're stuck with the piece of trash hot shot when you could be using the gizmo and just freestyling on everybody. So the next thing that I think Psyonix should add to Rocket League are customizable chat presets. So that way when you get scored on or when you score on the other person, you instead of just telling them how trash they are with a classy little "what a save," you could use that same button to instead type all just with one click. "Lol, teammate, you piece of trash, dino nugget, Popeye's buttered biscuit. How could you not save that?" It would be just as triggering, but it'd be way cooler. Now the only problem with this could be then you would have angry 10-year-olds spamming KYS in the chat every time they got scored on in ranked, so maybe we should rethink that one. And now the final thing I think that Psyonix has to add to Rocket League are customizable chat presets, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm using the Batmobile in ranked, not tryharding, I like to use Cuxer's presets. But when I'm with the Breakout, I like to use Kronovi's presets. But when you're with the Gizmo, that's the only car you don't need a customizable preset for, because you're gonna win with the Gizmo no matter what. But I think being able to just switch between presets so you don't have to change all of your camera settings up when you start tryharding with a different car would be very nice. So yeah, that concludes this video. If you guys have any more ideas about things Psyonix should add, make sure you drop them down in the comment section below. Maybe I'll even do another video about like this, but maybe just using your guys' ideas, because you guys probably are much smarter than I am. So yeah, let's aim for 5 likes on this video. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, unsubscribe if you're not, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.